Hey, what's up guys? If you caught yesterday's short video, you saw that we were able to put 7 of the Ballbusters in a factory FSC magazine. And before we jump into the actual test of these, I was curious to see if the beehive rounds will also do the same trick. Spoiler, they will. They're a little bit more finicky to do it, but it's way better than, trying to get a +1 in there and wasting a bunch of CO2. Ta-da! So we're actually gonna see how if we have any issues with cycling the Ballbusters with the +1 already in the magazine. First of all, if you remember, the Crony was erroring out every time we tried to shoot through it, and I discovered that you can only shoot through that thing in one direction. So after I spun it around, I tried it again on camera, and this is what I got. So that was a real head scratcher, and I didn't believe it. So I sat here and I figured out what was happening. What was happening was that I didn't make the cavity for the lead ball in here. Trying to think of how to explain this. Well, to give you an idea, here is what it looks like, a transparent view in CAD. Now that cavity for the ball, it didn't have enough material holding the ball in. So what was happening was when the gun fired, it was blowing the sabot, if you will, in front of the lead ball, and then the chronograph was reading the plastic part and not the lead ball. Everything, the balls made it through and they hit the target, but they didn't hit with very much velocity at all. They were totally reusable, and I did put them in these. However, I did change things up a little bit. I added a little bit more meat in there to hold them in. And before, I was just doing it to where I could, ram them in physically by hand. But then I figured that it would be much better to use a press to put them in there. And yeah, it does a lot better job. So I'm probably going to be doing that for some of these. Like I say, I think I've got 6 different weights of these, and the ones that give me problems in this bit of proving that we're doing in here, I'll redesign them and then start pressing them in. But yeah, when I do make these available, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to be doing batches of 20 or 24, but I'm going to give you the ability to mix and match, so you can get a sampler, if you will. One more thing before we test these. Sent out a few batches of the Beehive rounds, these ones full of 16 BBs for independent testing. So hopefully we get some positive results back on those. I was confident enough to do that. I have printed over 500 of them trying to get this thing right. I know that because I used up more than a roll of filament doing it, which is a kilogram. And when you slice things, it'll tell you how much your print weighs. So from that calculations, 500 is right at 1 kilogram of filament. And I also did a whole bunch of them in red. So I'm just going off of the 1 kilogram of clear filament that I've used. Today we've got a brand new ULine catalog. That'll substitute for a phone book since those are quickly becoming antiques. But yeah, we'll just see what this thing does, and basically stock configuration with a 5-pound CO2 bottle. And after these, when we go up, we're going to be moving up to 440. And I think that at that point we'll probably have some modifications done to this. By then I've got a barrel from Sterling Defense coming. I'm going to do that, take care of the pressure relief valve. It's not a super long barrel or anything. I really do give a lot of props to the guys at First Strike for this compact design and the way that you can tune the regulator in here to empty your 8-gram cartridge with significant force for 6 or 7 rounds. Alright, this time we're going to try out the 7th round. Alright, now I would go through, it's got a function to give you the standard deviation and all of that if you do 10 shots. So I guess we can do that. Just give me a second to load up a few more. I really wish I had more room because I think these have quite the potential to be accurate. If they aren't already. Looks like we had a slow one in there. I think that's all of them. There we go. Alright, so that is that. You can critique me down below. one of the balls. Let's see. Oh, looks like all of them went down here. Most of them. Picking up all their trash. Have a look at them. It's odd. So this would be the back of it, where it was pressed in. That's the front. So yeah, I'm wondering if, I don't know. We'd have to get some further distance out to tell if the round's tumbling or not. But it could just be the way it's hitting this paper. Jeez. That's pretty gnarly for CO2. $379. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Yeah, I'm going to take a break Sunday, or Monday rather, and just skip till next Monday, I believe. Later.